Hello, 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 party people. How's it going? Welcome in, folks. Welcome to what could be the last Black and White 2 stream in this challenge, or what could be the last of this attempt. We'll see what happens. Welcome in, folks. Hello, hi. It's me. Welcome in, KR. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Archaic's audio, but I'll look at it later. I've been too busy this past week to deal with anything. Dino, hello. And Pokedelta asks, is that wipe to just the Elite Four or the Elite Four and Champion? Yes, the channel point prediction is for either or. Thank you, Hilbert. Gotta lock in. Posture check. Well, isn't posture check supposed to be like, you're supposed to be sitting up straight? So like, if I wanted to lock in, I'd go gamer pose. So I'd reverse posture check. You know? How's everybody doing today? What's going on? What have people been up to? What have you been doing? I had a very successful meeting today, so I'm feeling pretty good. The thing that I've been working on at work for the last like month and a half seemed to go over well with the people who need to give their opinions on it. So that's always a plus, man. Pokemon Go keeps giving me 5-kilometer and 10-kilometer eggs, in which why not is not in, which is annoying. I see. Dino, you know, it's really funny, and KR, if you're still here, I hope you're still here. KR invited, I know KR invited you as well to the weekly challenge thing on Pokemon Go, and you and KR finished the challenge within like a day, and me and Snowy contributed nothing. And I just think that's really funny. So if I end up getting like a Hundo Tandemaus because of you guys, I'll appreciate it. But like low-key, I haven't been playing Pokemon Go like at all. I just haven't been going outside, man. Wind waking it currently? Oh boy. Are you is Makar being slorped? Dude, I need to replay Wind Waker. I've missed playing Wind Waker. I think I'll play the GameCube NSO version at some point. It's been mid-80s here, so Go's the main thing, making me get my butt outside and try to lose weight. Dude, understandable. It's been that's the other thing, is it's been like really hot lately, but like the last couple of days has been like actually pretty like tolerable. Like today it was sunny and warm, but not like humid, if that makes sense. Saved him from the boba straw. Dude, charting the whole map of Wind Waker is always so much fun, because it's like you just like grab a ton of bait and just sail, and it's such a vibe. It helps that Sparky's tasks are like send 3 gifts, open 3 gifts. Yeah, that helps a lot, doesn't it? I love when I get double field research tasks, and so I get like the daily ones that are like, feed your Pokemon 3 berries, and it's like I get like 6 of those, and then I just complete them all. It's like, yeah, okay, only 1 counts towards your weekly, but who cares? Or hatch an egg with half hatch distance from the bat. Yeah, literally. There's nice places to walk here, but most of them have little shade, which really sucks when it's that hot. Yeah, around my neighborhood too, like, it's not really shady. It's just like it's not even like open. Like, it's not like flat. It's like hilly, but it's not shady. So it can be it can be annoying to walk in sometimes. But there's actually like good walking trails and parks nearby. If I really wanted to, I could probably like go to those instead, but it's okay. I went on like an hour-and-a-half walk, not the craziest pace, and I had to go home with had a headache. Yeah. At the very least, I hope you're staying hydrated, man. Anyway, my week has been pretty crazy, and I would love to tell you about it, but I'm going to keep that for my personal streams. So, tune in to my personal stream on Sunday to find out what I've been up to. Hee hee. Hee 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 ho ho ho. Today, we have a much greater task. Much more, what one could say, much more Herculean task in front of us. And that is to challenge the 4 trainers, the 4 best trainers in the Unova region. And you can win Bulbabucks, which are not officially called Bulbabucks yet, because our art team needs to give me the PNG. But you can win Bulbabucks here if you predict if I'm going to wipe it all during the Elite Four and Champion. You can click yes. If not, you can click no. If you believe, you can click no. And you can win a whole bunch of Bulbabucks or lose a whole bunch of Bulbabucks if you want. Hi, Cap Son. I'll take Son. That's a good honorific. Thank you. I like to bet against you so that way I win either way. That's a good way to put it. That's a good, like, Dino, like, look, okay, the haters sometimes make a good point, and that's a case where a hater made a good point. Apsu-chan. Sounds like a food. Gonna eat me. I don't know if I like that. I want to, like, stall a little bit so we can get more people to predict and waste their money. Waste their virtual currency. What's up, Clavin? I will bet on Cap's success every time. I will not be stopped. A true believer. A true real one. But yeah, the plan today is challenge the Elite Four and Champion, and if we win, probably be a short stream. I don't really think I'm gonna do anything like too big afterwards. Maybe if I win, I'll go play something on my personal, and like stream like a short personal stream or something. I don't know. And then if I lose, we will start another attempt. I trust you won't wipe. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If you when you start Gen 6, oh, actually, let me mention, we won't start Gen 6. If you go to this thread, you'll notice at the top of the thread there is a poll. And if you sign up for a Bulbagarden Forums account right now, go do that right now. You can vote for the next game that will be played. Of those options, I believe it's Gen 2, Gen 7, and Gen 8 are the options. So Crystal, Moon, and Sword. And right now, Pokemon Moon has a sizable lead in the poll. But if every single person viewing voted for something else, they could actually snipe that. So if you have a forums account or you don't have one yet, you want to make one and vote in that poll, that will be where we select the next game challenge. So it won't be Gen 6, but it'll be Crystal, Moon, or put 5K on the line. Putting your money where your mouth is. I like it. I like it. Flip over here to the main screen. We'll definitely change to the battle music. I'm not gonna do some jazz for the fun times here. So my brain is off right now because I read Pokemon Moon and was like, there's no way Caps is playing a fan game on Bulba. Yeah, nope. Jesus Christ, dude. Haters are standing to win a lot of money. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Bet against Caps mostly isn't I dare you to prove me wrong. I dare to prove myself wrong. I would be a hater if I could. But I have to believe. Literally bought and played it on release. Like, the fan game version? Something? How's it going? It's going good, Plump. How are you? Is that a fan game? Like, is there a fan game called Moon? And Crystal. True. Meant actual Moon. Fair enough. My favorite Sun and Moon story is that the only Sun and Moon story I have, which is that I played it like before and during the time that I was in Hawaii. All right, I see a Weavile on your team. The win is in the bag. Knock on wood. You hear me knocking? I'm knocking. Hydrate. Drink of the day is water. Standard old filtered water. As the prediction closes out, let's go ahead and talk about the team, shall we? Those who have stuck around for many, many streams will notice the core 4 that we have here. Or the core 3 that we have here that have been here forever. But we'll go over the additions to the team later on, try to cover our weaknesses, figure out how that's going to go. Of course, we got Jeffrey the Cobalion. Adamant Nature plus attack. Very, very strong. Swords Dance, Iron Head, Sacred Sword, and I did remember to teach it Volt Switch this time. Currently holding Metronome, because he's going to be spamming Sacred Sword a bunch. Oh, thank you for the Hydrate again. Wait. No, I already did that one. It's fine. I'll do it again. Whatever. So, we've got lots of stab here. Stab, physical attack, and then we've also got the Swords Dance if we want. Volt Switches here as well. I am going to... oh no. Oh no, Plump. I bet 30k on yes, thinking it was Will Caps win. A hater who didn't want to be a hater, but you didn't choose the hater life. The hater life chose you. That's okay. It happens. But hey, you know what? Maybe you'll still win. Who knows? You can be like Dino, and you can vote there. Because you think it'll be, I don't know, good for some reason. I'm actually considering, believe it or not, teaching over Swords Dance. Specifically want to maybe give it Retaliate. It learns Retaliate on its own, but Swords Dance might not be as useful as it is on other Pokemon, just because it already has a really high attack stat. Like 155 is really good. I mean, it could be better, sure, but and I actually don't think I actually do think we'll need it for the first E4 trainer. Yeah. Next, of course, is Gia, the Excadrill, who knows Earthquake, Rock Slide, Metal Claw, and Swords Dance. Like most of my Pokemon know Swords Dance. I wonder if that is a sign. But yep, that's that. Yep. Gia is obviously been the here for the longest. Met at level 17 in the Relic Passage. Right before the 3rd gym. She has served us really well. I think she will continue to do so in the Elite Four. She's mostly going to be Earthquake spamming. But there will be a couple of Rock Slides later on, including a potential cool strat that we've got going for Rock Slide specifically. And the 3rd Pokemon we've had for a while is Soul the Reuniclus, who's got Recover, Psychic, and Psyshock, so that way I can attack the Pokemon's lower defense stat, whether that's Spadef or regular physical defense. And Hidden Power, which I am very tempted to teach over because it's Hidden Power, but It is a fighting type hidden power. So SpDef, like fighting types typically, or normal types tend to have low SpDef. So it's possible we can bypass some of that high physical defense on Pokemon to KO with hidden power if we need, or just as a potential like red herring for, you know, there's a register button on the forums is broken. That's not good. That I will pass that along. I will pass that along to our forum devs. Getting a user in my Twitch chat saying that the register button on the forums is broken on Firefox. But thank you very much for that, Dime. So what's the issue with this team here, right? We've got two Pokemon weak to ground type moves, and fire type moves are really bad too. So, and the other thing is, like, there's no real Pokemon that can deal with psychic on this team, or fighting, and those are two of the primary types those are the two of the primary types for Elite Four members. So I wanted to find team mates that were able to counter those two specifically. And we found our greatest counter with Gliscor here. It's plus special, minus speed, so not a great nature, but high attack, high defense, high HP from training on Audinose. It's got acrobatics, which is going to be spamming. U-turn, or switching in and out. Dig in particular because it cannot learn Earthquake, at least right now, because we don't have the TM. But also we'll be using Dig for a specific strat later on. I think this thing can probably solo Marshall. We will see, though. We will see. I'm a little worried. But we'll see how it goes. And then Swords Dance, of course, as a good buffing move here. Gliscor is a Pokemon that I had in my box that we discovered like a couple of streams ago, and I'm hoping that it's going to be really good. We've also got this Weavile, which will be our best counter to Chantal, the Ghost-type trainer, I believe. There's a little bit of potential misses that I saw with Chantal. There's a couple of scenarios where your specific action, you're gonna make me fight a breeder, brother. Anyway, yeah, there's a couple scenarios where I am not entirely sure that Weavile can get the job done, especially if Chandelure comes early on Chantal. I'm a little worried if that's going to be the case, and I'm worried that it comes out second, because if it comes out second, there's really no way we can set up again with Swords Dance, since there are moves on Drifblim and Golurk that are very detrimental to Weavile. Specifically, Drifblim has Acrobatics, Flying Gem, Unburden. That combo is insane. Basically, it doubles the attack power of Acrobatics, then it will raise its speed so that it'll be faster than Weavile, and Weavile will be unable to one-hit with Night Slap. So I won't be able to stop and use a Swords Dance there. I do have a pivot, but it is going to be iffy. We'll see how it goes. And then I felt the best Pokemon to round things out here was Chonk. It's got thick fat, so it can be put in against fire types, especially, which is one of our core weaknesses. It's got the stab on Surf. I found Encore in its moves in the move relearner, which is really good. We know that can be a potentially really good strat. The problem with that is that Chonk is very slow because he's chonky. So we're gonna have to pair him with Quick Claw to make sure to give Encore really any chance at working. But yeah, that's the team we're going with. Cobalion, Reuniclus, Weavile, Walrein, Excadrill, and Gliscor. And Pokedelta, if you don't mind, I am going to refund your points for that because I want to just get right into it. So I'm going to refund your points. Because I think I am confident. At least more confident than I was when I started planning. Refund your points. How's it looking? Hey Jay, it's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna get started in a second here. The first trainer that we are going to fight is Grimsley. What did Pokedelta do? Oh, he just redeemed the streamer specific action and I didn't want to. I'm no fun? Well, that's sorry. Literally any other stream, man. Any other stream, I would go fight that breeder. But right now, I want to get into it. I want to avoid. We've already stalled enough. The predictions have closed. The stonks market are done. Closed. Wall Street's done for the day. So let's get into it. Audio. Unmute this audio. And now it's really spooky. Good luck. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. So let me just make sure that the items are set. We got Metronome on Jeffrey, and I want to have the EXP share on Gliscor for this first run. Have entertaining luck. Thank you. At the very least, it should be fun to watch. I don't really think I need items on anybody else, but I'll throw some Oran berries on them, I guess. I don't have any Lum berries, which sucks, but we'll deal with that later. Oh, one thing that I should do actually is probably give Gia a PP up on Earthquake, because I think we'll be using that a lot. Not like it will really matter too much, because we will be able to heal in between fights. But I think we'll just spam it on Earthquake. We can get, what is it, like 16? Yeah. 16 Earthquakes. And then I think we actually have to heal here to fill this up. As long as you have enough heals. I have 30 full restores and 30 full heals. So I should be okay. And I believe a fair amount of max potions too. But, you know, you know what? Just because you said that, I'll buy some more. I'll buy some more. Oh, I only had 3. So good on you for telling me to buy stuff. All right, enough stalling. Let's go. Let's go, man. Grimsley first. Oh, I wanted to give Chonk the Quick Claw too. There it is. Go, Caps, go. Thank you. I'm trying. All right, hello. The Pokemon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. You just have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four, and if you defeat them all, you can challenge the champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there's no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. Want to go in? Proceed. Go, 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 go. KR asked about Psychic being resistant, Excadrill being resistant to Psychic. That is true. It is. And that will come in handy later on. So I believe it goes Chantal on the left here. Grimsley in the center left, Caitlin on the center right, and Marshall on the far right. In the words of Mario, let's go. Let's go. Do I want to save? I guess I will. Not like it'll matter, but I'll save. So we're going into Grimsley first. Going into Grimsley first. What a cool intro. Oh, can't go back. All right, it's time, folks. Big Grimsley is his real name or like a nickname? I think it's his real name. I think his parents named him Grimsley. Grimsley, wing hair or something. That's why you save. Force a habit. Probably his real name. Yeah. Woo! What's up, Mr. Chickens? All right. Grimsley to start. Double, triple, quadruple checking. Jeffrey is in the front. Let's go. What will be determined here is which of us could absorb the opponent's light and shine. But who will decide that? It shall be I, Grimsley of the Elite Four, and I will fulfill my duty to be your opponent. Okay. Here we go. I'm very nervous. This fight should go relatively smooth, knock on wood. So Grimsley is going to start by sending out Lipard. This thing is without a doubt going to fake out. So it really doesn't matter what we do here. I'm going to Swords Dance. Oh, 12 damage. We're still going to Swords Dance. Going Aerial Ace. It is faster, which is really weird. Oh, that's because it has Unburdened. So +1 here on Swords Dance. I have trained up my Pokemon such that once any Pokemon is defeated, they will level up, by the way. Except for Miss Pinchy, apparently. Crocodile is a problem, but I think actually we'll be okay here. I did the math, and even at +1, we should be able to kill with Sacred Sword. And with the added boost from Metronome, if we don't kill here, I'd be very surprised, but it doesn't matter because we did. I thought about giving him the what's it called here? Like leftovers, Shell Bell, but I decided not to. Scrafty is another problem. This thing has Brick Break. It won't one-shot Jeffrey at this health, but it is something to be worried about. Sacred Sword's still close. Absol, fast Pokemon. It's got Super Luck, Muscle Band. Doesn't matter. Sacred Sword still kills. And his ace. The Bisharp. Now, this thing can actually damage us. The most it can damage us, though, I believe, is about, like, 66 with crit. And also, it needs to proc the Quick Claw here, which it's not going to. It's not going to. Oh, or it will. Crit on Aerial Ace. Sacred Sword. 1 down, 3 to go. Well, 4 to go. Loss is a loss. Victory shines like a bright light, and right now you and your Pokemon are shining brilliantly. Thank you. Easy. All right, let's take that Metronome off of Cobaline. We're going to heal him up. I think my cats want out of my room, so I will quickly let them out. You guys want to take your WWE somewhere else, please? Okay. Sacred Slaughter, more like? Yeah, no, seriously, man. Seriously. Like lambs to the slaughter. Good swordplay. Thank you. I trained. I'm a professional, what is it? Not jouster. Fencer. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to quickly trade off our EXP share over to Gia. You'll notice that I am strategically moving this thing around such that most of the Pokemon will have the items they need to succeed. I don't know, man. Let's give the citrus to Obline. However, Ms. Pinchy is not going to be holding an item. Okay, the next one we are going to do is actually the one that I was most scared of going into this. And that is Marshall. Now, Marshall has a team that is very strong. All of his Pokemon have fighting moves, which we're weak against. All of his Pokemon have rock moves, which would counter the very obvious counter to fighting, just flying. We do have Reuniclus, however, it's very slow and there's just problems with it. The 3 of his Pokemon have, actually 4 of his Pokemon have moves that are strong against psychic types as well, so it's a good cover. Our Gliscor dodges the super effectiveness of the rock moves with its ground flying type. And we can acrobatics here, we can U-turn, we're decently fast. There are a couple of Pokemon that will outspeed us, but we should be able to still take him out. Maybe. We'll see. We will see. There is a problem with this strat that I'm running, but we'll see it. We'll see if it works. See if it works. All's fair in love and war, and this is war. Exactly. Lurk Tank is hockey, dude. Have fun. What an entertaining first game. Oof. Alrighty, time for Marshall. Everybody is in order. We got the EXP share on Excadrill now. Indeed. Okay. Okay, here goes. Greetings, Challenger. My name is Marshall. I am the #1 pupil of my mentor, Alder. In order to master the art of fighting, I've kept training. You're also walking a similar path with your Pokemon. It is my intention to test you, to take you to the limits of your strength. I don't know what that means, but sure. Alright, he's leading with throw here. We are going to Swords Dance once. Going payback. Now we should be able to kill throw in one shot with acrobatics. And no held item on Gliscor boosts the power of acrobatics. Deal levels up. That's exactly what we wanted. Conkeldurr's next. Believe it or not, we can one-shot this thing with acrobatics. Not a threat. I'm glad he came first. Lucario. So this thing can do damage to us. Worst case scenario, 80 HP, no crit. However, with the one Swords Dance, we can one-shot with acrobatics. If we're faster, and we are. Huge. That was a really, really close. I think we edged out the speed by like 1 or 2 points. Okay, this thing absolutely outspeeds us. This thing absolutely outspeeds us. This thing knows Bounce. Bounce can actually do a decent number of damage, and it can avoid our acrobatics. However, there's a chance to one-hit KO with our Swords Dance. If we dig here, we might be able to also avoid Bounce if it's faster. So we are going to test that with dig here to see what it does. It's going high jump kick. I did not expect that. There's the bounce. Okay, so it dodges us. Worst case here, we live on crit, so I'm happy doing acrobatics. It's paralyzed. Okay. Good. We still kill. We still kill. So I am actually going to do a little bit of switching here. I'm anticipating that it's going to retaliate. So we're actually going to bring in Soul to soak up the retaliate. And then hopefully one-shot it with... well, actually, maybe... Well, I think switching in Soul here is still the play, because the original strategy is to dig to avoid retaliate if we're faster, but we will not be able to avoid that anymore, so we have to eat the retaliate. I could switch in Jeffrey or Gia to kind of like have the damage, but there's a chance that it uses Brick Break for some reason. I don't know why it would, but I'm worried about it. Retaliate seems like the most optimal move for it. I'm going to go with Soul. It can use Payback here, and that would suck, but we would still live. It's going Rock Slide, and we dodged it. Perfect. So we are going to Psychic here. It's going Payback. It has Sturdy. So he will heal. We're going to Psychic again. And basically, we're going to keep doing this until he's out of heals. Go and Payback again. We can withstand that. The Citrus Berry procs, probably should have took that off. Why would he give such a fast Mon Payback? That's a great question. So we had to deviate from the strategy a little bit, but it worked out. We still managed to beat him. And Excadrill got some very, very useful experience that we're going to then use in the next fight. So we're looking okay so far. We're looking okay so far. Gia is going to come to the front. We're going to move the experience share over to Weavile now. Take this away. Let's heal up. We will Hyper Potion on Soul. And then we are going to give our one and only Chesto Berry to Gia. There is a reason for this. Okay, we've done Grimsley, we've done Marshall. Next is going to be Caitlyn. And we are going to use Excadrill, not Weavile, to deal with Caitlyn. The reason for that is because I realized that Swords Dance boosted Excadrill can just basically one-shot this team. Including the Metagross in the back, and also Excadrill will outspeed everything except maybe Sigilyph. Sigilyph speed diff is very close. It can attack us with Ice Beam. That will be a decent amount of damage. And also could potentially freeze us. If that happens, I don't know what I'll do, but we'll have to play by the seat of our pants there. I am going to give some items over to Miss Pinchy, who I will give a citrus. I feel like it's just a good idea to give the Pokemon citrus if I don't know what items to give it. And then I'm going to give you... Maybe the bright powder on Sol, because I think Sol is going to be used. If Sol comes into this fight, it's going to be used as like a damage soak. So we want a bright powder so that there's a potential for it to miss. I don't know, man. I'm just spitting. Hopefully we won't have to run into that. Hopefully the Swords Dance strategy will just work. I think I like her introduction the best. Like, Grimsley's is cool and all, but this one's fun. Oops. Get my notes out. Whoa, Elite 4 now. Heck yeah, man. Welcome in, Vend. Alright, just checking. Gia is in front. She is holding the Chestoberry.
You standing over there. You look like a Pokemon trainer with strength and kindness. What I look for in my opponent is superb strength. I'm counting on you.
Her intro's so extra now. I like it, though. It's awesome that you're here. Thank you. Good luck. I appreciate it, folks. I appreciate it. Okay, this Musharda. This Musharda sucks, man. This thing knows Reflect, Hypnosis, Dream Eater, and Charge Beam. That might not seem like it's a problem, but if it reflects and then Hypnosis, if it reflects at all, we have to Swords Dance twice. If it Hypnosis, we're fine. So we're hoping for Hypnosis here. No Reflects. Good. Okay. This thing has the ability Synchronize. It does not have Levitate, so we can Earthquake. And it should one-shot. Good. Okay. Reuniclus is next. Again, no Earthquake here. It does have Focus Blast, however, or no Levitate here. It has Magic Guard. It does have Focus Blast, however, we are faster. So we should be able to one-shot. Bim, bam, boom. Metagross. This thing is scary, man. Zen Headbutt, Bullet Punch, Hammer Arm, Shadow Ball. I am predicting it's going to Bullet Punch here because it'll either Bullet Punch or Hammer Arm. However, we are faster. It has Life Orb, Clear Body. We still one-shot with Earthquake, with Boosted Earthquake. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, it's possible it doesn't have Levitate, Jay. I see it floating, and I'm like, oh, that thing could have Levitate. So I always double check. So there is a chance here on the Sigilith that we have to pivot. We really need this Rock Slide to connect. We really need to not get frozen. Okay, we're faster. Good. Done. We're getting lucky. And last but not least is Gothitelle, and once again we can just we outspeed. Excadrill is too good, man. It's too good. We did it. 3 of 4 down.
You haven't faced all the members of the Elite Four yet, have you? Don't concern yourself about me. Go on ahead.
Well, thank you. I will. Everything's coming up caps. Knock on wood. Yep. Made that look easy. Well, folks, we are on the hardest fight. The next and the last and final Elite Four member before we challenge the champion is Chantal. This is going to be the toughest fight because there is the most potential for things to go wrong. Things can be very straightforward if she does exactly what I want her to do. But, she never does that. Okay, this has EXP share. I gave Walrein a Mystic Water, so its water type moves are boosted. And I'm going to give Gia a Rock Gem. Notice that you left the fight that ruined your run until last time in the last. Yeah, so it's genuinely the problem here is that I don't have a strong dark type. Weavile is great, but he's not perfect. Remember Kofa Grigas' ability? I did. And you know what? Weavile does not have a useful ability. It has pressure, which is fine, but it's not as useful as the Zangoose was. Right? So, even if it monies, we're fine. We have Swords Dance. I had to spend 18 BP on that Swords Dance because Weavile does not learn it naturally. So I had to spend 18 BP to get a TM here. That's one thing I did. I also had to teach it Night Slash using Heart Scale. I fed it as many proteins as it would eat. It was not the maximum number. It was like maybe 8 or 9 proteins. Let's see what it can do. Let's see what he can do. I'm a little nervous about this, not gonna lie. But we'll see what he can do. Everything else is in position. Soul has the experience share. She's the only one who hasn't had it yet, aside from Chonk, who should level up from this battle if he sees it. It's possible he doesn't, which could be a problem, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. Everybody else should have citrus berries. And, of course, Excadrill with the Rock Gem. That will come in handy if necessary. Big Mummy. Kofa Grigas is a big mummy. Mommy? Sorry. Money. Mummy. Alright, Chantal. It's time to meet your maker. Dude, I scared the books. Alright, just checking once again. You're not using Arceus? No, man, I missed it. I missed it. Like, I used my Master Ball on Kobolai. Couldn't catch it. Alright.
There is one man who wanders the world with a white dragon Pokemon to search for truth. That's part of a novel I'm writing. I want to write down the event that happened on that day. Sorry, it has nothing to do with you. You're a challenger, right? I'm the Elite Four's Ghost-type Pokemon user, Chantal, and I shall be your opponent.
Time to meet your maker. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Look, okay, that's just me being evil towards her. Okay. Kofa Grigas. Kofa Grigas has Grass Knot, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp, and Psychic. Psychic will not do anything. Kofa Grigas, or Shadow Ball might do a little bit. What I'm worried about here is Will-O-Wisp, which is why we have the Rossberry on Weavile. Just double checking. Yes, we have the Rossberry on Weavile to avoid that. Now, I really hope Will-O-Wisp is 75%. We really need to hope it misses, because if things go wrong, there is another opportunity for Weavile to get burned. So we need a Swords Dance once here. He's going Shadow Ball, which is good. We should be able to kill with Night Slash now. Money triggers. That's fine. Golurk is next. That is very, very good. This thing can obliterate Weavile. This thing has Brick Break, Expert Belt, Iron Fist. This thing can obliterate Weavile in one hit. Easy. But we outspeed because Weavile's a boss. We can one-shot with Night Slash. That's really good we saw that now. Because it means we still had the boost when this thing came out. Because unfortunately, this Chandelure has a choice scarf, which means that it will outspeed any Pokemon that we have. So we definitely need to pivot here. It's going to Fire Blast. We are going to go into Chalk. This is Chalk's time to shine. He is here for this one reason. He needs to tank the Fire Blast. Thick Fat should help. Choice Scarf will boost the special attack. Okay. I'll take it. I'll take it, Chalk. How much damage was that? That's 171. Scarf, you mean speed? I do mean speed, sorry. It boosts the speed. Don't go like a champ. What's up, Fast Speed? Alright, how much was that? 238 minus 171. 67. 6-7 damage. Alrighty, folks. Let's see if Chunk can one-shot with Surf. He is holding a Mystic Water. They'll Fire Blast again. He avoids! Chalk, my goat! Get his ass! Let's go! Chonk. Legend. What a legend. He be pivoting that Chonk. Okay, this Drifblim is very scary. I'm actually upset that it came in first. What we need to do here, and this is where I think more things could go wrong, we need to pivot back to Gia. We need to pivot back to Gia. Again, this thing has a Flying Gem, Acrobatics, Unburden. He's Thunderbolting! Let's go! Let's go! Okay, that's really good. Now we Rock Slide. Rock Gem strengthens. We can one-shot with the Rock Gem, and we hit. Boom. Let's go, dude. It's not the Minimized Bastard. No, that I think is the, that's Black and White 1. Or no. That's somebody else. I don't know exactly who. And Chunk levels up. Very good. Last but not least is Bayonet here. This thing has Shadow Claw, Will-O-Wisp, Psychic, Sucker Punch. It has 2 moves that when switching into Weavile will do nothing. And Will-O-Wisp, which we still have the Ross Berry from. So we can safely switch here back to Weavile. And Weavile will not take damage unless this is Shadow Claw. He Will-O-Wisp, we avoid, perfect. We one-shot with Night Slash, no need to boost on Bayonet. Bayonet is super weak. And boom, dude. We're through. Let's go, dude. What's up, Angie? How's it going? Weavile proving he's the GOAT once again. Indeed. Okay, so, chat. We are through the Elite Four with no deaths. However, we still have the champion to go. And I will admit to you right now that I did not prep at all for Iris. I did not prep at all for Iris. She's potentially the greatest threat possible, but I spent so much time trying to figure counters to the Elite Four that I had no time to prep for Iris. Plus, I didn't know if I would have a full team of 6, so I didn't know exactly what we were working with. So I think what we can do is we can stop, pause, and do a little bit of prep before we go into the final fight. There's a couple things I want to check. The first one being she's going to lead Hydreigon, so that's the first thing we need to deal with. Actually, let me heal up first. Only because you use the legendary lets you do it without. Dude, all I have to do is replace Jeffrey with a Mienshao, and it's fine. We know Mienshao can take out Grimsley. We've done it before. So it doesn't matter. Perfect coverage, Hydreigon 2. Yes, this thing has Dragon Pulse for dragons. Surf for, I guess, fire type. I don't know why it would need it. Fire Blast for bug and ice. Focus Blast for ice. Okay. So the big question here is, can we outspeed Hydreigon? Can we outspeed Hydreigon? I'm checking it right now. All of my calculations have been done using the Showdown calculator and also set to black and white mode. And assuming neutral nature, max IVs. I think that is probably good enough for something like this. I know the specificity is a little different. So Hydreigon at those stats is 143 speed. Cobaline is 164. So we should outspeed, theoretically. So that means we should be able to one-shot this thing with Sacred Sword. Or two-shot, I guess. What if we have Fighting Gem? Fighting Gem has a decent chance to one-shot. See how much Focus Blast does. Focus Blast kills on crit. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna give this thing a Fighting Gem. We could also potentially lead Lice Score. Assume it's gonna use Surf. Fire Blast could also hurt. Okay, neither of these moves KO unless it crits. Knock on wood. So, assuming all goes well. We should be... If everything goes well, we should get out of this first fight unscathed. This first 1v1 unscathed. But if things go wrong, Jeffrey only dies to crit. So... I think we're fine, dude. I think could be fine. I don't know. I'm a little worried, I think, mostly about the Druddigon. We should be able to outspeed it. The problem is doing damage to it. I think we might have to go Jeffrey pivot using Volt Switch into Soul kills there. The best optimal output is Jeffrey can take out Hydreigon, Aggron, Lapras pretty easily. Archeops has Acrobatics Flying Gem with the ability to Fetus. I think I'm going to give Flying Gem to Miss Pinchy. To copy their strategy, we're gonna give Flying Gem to Miss Pinchy so that she can use Acrobatics as well. Soul... I could give Soul the Twisted Spoon. We're not going to EXP share anymore, of course. We're past that point. There's Twisted Spoon. I don't really anticipate Soul coming in unless it has to take damage. We do need to remember it has Fighting Hidden Power. I wonder if that can kill the Aggron. It might get close. I don't think it'll kill, but it might get close. The Haxorus, I mean, like, Chonk can technically stay its hand It knows Outrage, Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Exeter. If that thing starts dancing, we're screwed. But Chonk has Ice Beam, and it has Focus Sash. Yes, yes, yes. I don't think I'm gonna have anything to one-shot it though. So even if Chonk can one-shot, I don't know. I don't know, dude. The other thing to note is that Onceler does have a Cryo move. The Ice Shard too. So that's something to keep in mind. Ice Shard is Prio. Super effective damage on something like Haxorus. So if we lose a Pokemon and we need to throw something in to kill a dragon, this might be the way to go. Ice Shard might be the way to go. Archeops, honestly, is probably going to be the one that I'm most worried about. Chonk can do a decent job withstanding it. It knows Acrobatics, Stone Edge, Dragon Claw, Endeavor. Stone Edge being the one that... Acrobatics and Stone Edge, to be fair. Being the ones that I think would pose the biggest problem. We'd love to be able to one-shot that thing. I think Chonk is going to get... I can't decide if I want to give him Mystic Water or Never Melt Ice or Leftovers. I'm thinking probably Leftovers. I don't even have Never Melt Ice. We could also give him Quick Claw, like we were originally planning to. That might be the best move, actually. Because that way we can... Second, Leftovers. Leftovers is good, but like with Quick Claw, at the very least, like Leftovers happens every turn. I want to give something Leftover. Maybe Gia gets Leftovers. Because I really don't see Gia getting much use here. Maybe to go in against Aggron, it'll be faster. She can Earthquake kill probably one shot against Aggron without Swords Dance or anything like that. She should be able to do that with 4 times. I think probably Leftovers so she can recover from any switch in. What's up, Tom? How's it going? There's gonna be a lot of decision making on the fly here, I think. Onceler still has a Rossberry. We need to replace that. Aggron has Rock Head, yep. I'm not really seeing many good items here for Weavile. We could give it a Dark Gem. I don't really know how useful that will be. But it's better than nothing. We might be able to use Air Balloon, maybe. And switch it in on potential Earthquakes from Haxorus or Aggron. That could be potentially pretty good. Because it could be like something like Haxorus, Earthquake, switch in with Air Balloon, Prio move. Then it misses the Earthquake because it's in the air. And then I can Prio with Ice Shard. We'll give it the Air Balloon. I might regret not giving it like an Ice Gem or a Dark Gem here, but I really don't know what else to do. So we're gonna lead with Jeffrey. Best case scenario, it lives with nothing, with no damage. Worst case scenario, it dies. If it dies, I think we go into Gliscor. Well, no, we probably want to go into Weavile and Prio it with Ice Shard, maybe, but then we get Focus Blasted. If Cobalion dies, We could go into Reuniclus and hit it with Hidden Power. That might be best, actually. Because it doesn't have any Dark-type move. So, Soul could be a good tank. Hidden Power might genuinely be able to kill the Hydreigon. So maybe that's what we do instead. It sounds stupid, but I think it might work. Druddigon comes in next. Let's say Cobalion is in. Fire Punch, Focus Blast. Druddigon is not the fastest Pokemon. Yeah, we outspeed even at level 100. I say let's wing it, man. I feel like I've looked at it a decent amount. I don't want to pressure myself too much on making the right play or whatever. We at least have a decent strategy. We have items that are good that we think are good. Let's just go with it. Send it. At least it's not Colress and half my team is sturdy. Dude, that's so annoying, genuinely. One thing I want to check, by the way, I don't think I have any, but if I have any rare candies, now's the time to use them. We'll PP up. We can PP up. Anyone here who watches Pokeaim? I don't know what that is, but welcome in. Emily Fluke, welcome in. What else should we expand? Maybe Ice or Night Slash, maybe? I don't know. Maybe Rock Slide on Gia. Although I don't know if we're going to be using Gia. Pokemon YouTuber? I've not heard of him. He got his channel hacked? That sucks. Nothing I can do about it, though. I'm just a guy. Up the long stairs, dude. Give it back! You mean give it back. Vegas up 1. Incarnations of Satan. Yo, look at this sick room, dude. This channel. I didn't steal it. Hey, just a guy who's about to beat the champ. Let's go. And the champion herself.
Welcome, challenger.
Dude, I just got shocked, like, light blasted.
I've been waiting for this.
Alright, double check. You got Jeffrey in the front. Frenchie. Knock on wood, man. Knock on wood. Alright, Iris. It's this or nothing.
Know what? I really look forward to having serious battles with strong trainers. I mean, come on. The trainers who make it here are trainers who desire victory with every fiber of their being. And they are battling alongside Pokemon that have been through countless difficult battles. If I battle with people like that, not only will I get stronger, my Pokemon will too. And we'll get to know each other even better. Okay, brace yourself. I'm Iris, the Pokemon League champion, and I'm going to defeat you.
Why do your Iris and Chantal voices sound like Gary? Gary would be snottier. Gary would be like, smell you later, nerd. Alright, Hydreigon. Please be faster, Jeffrey. Please, bro. Please. Please, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I need you to lock in, brother. I need you to lock in. Yes! Yes! Go, Jeffrey, go! Yes, let's go, Jeffrey! My goat! Huge! It's huge! Okay, now we pivot. Now we pivot. Volt Switch here. We're gonna expect Fire Punch or Focus Blast. I think I pivot into Soul. I pivot into Soul. Come on, Soul. You gotta soak up this damage for me, dude. Focus Blast. He avoided! He's goated! Let's go! Okay. Psychic or Psyshock? Which one? Druddigon it doesn't have rough skin, it has sheer force. Druddigon should still outspeed, so we will get hit again here. Druddigon stats. Base stats. Its SPDF and defense are the same, so we can go for Psychic, because that is higher power. He's using Outrage. That's good, actually, for us. Tank that! He's got Life Orb, too. Kill him! Kill him! Yes! Let's go, dude! Oh my god, the Haxorus. The Haxorus. Does it go for the kill with X Scissor? Or does it dance? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does, chat. Oh no, Haxorus already. I know. I predicted shooting for the kill. I think it's going to try and kill as well. How fast is it? Haxorus. Alright, it's 146 speed. The Pokemon I have that can outspeed it are Jeffrey, Gia, and Onslaught. If it's going X Scissor, Jeffrey is probably the move. The problem is that Jeffrey can't really do a ton of damage. But what we could do, chat, we've killed her other two dragons, so we could try and pivot to Jeffrey, Volt Switch out into Onslaught, predicting Earthquake. It wouldn't go Earthquake, right? I don't know. Maybe we go into Pinchy instead and U-turn out into Onslaught? But then what does it do? I wonder if we try and lock it into Outrage. I'm worried if it starts dancing, but X Scissor could... If it's X Scissor, Pinchy resists that. If it's Earthquake, Pinchy's immune to that. If it's Outrage, Pinchy takes damage. Okay, but it's locked into Outrage. And we Acrobatics, and then U-turn. If it's locked into Outrage and we can survive 2, which we probably can't. What do we think, chat? I'm thinking Pinchy might be the best move. It covers the Earthquake and also the X Scissor. If it dances, Drug. I really don't know what to do if it dances. If it dances, genuinely, we U-turn out of there and then go into Weavile with Ice Shard and just pray. I don't know what we do if it dances. Send in the crab. All right. If it dances, we're still... Okay, it goes X Scissor. Good. Alright, now it's probably gonna dance. Or Outrage. I want to see what it's gonna do. We could Acrobatics. Or we could U-turn. I think it survives an Outrage, so I think we Acrobatics. Or we could Sword Dance Acrobatics, but I don't want to get too greedy. That's the problem. It might not see a kill and then try and dance. I think we're gonna use up our Flying Gem. All right, it's dancing. Give me anything, bro. Okay. 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 What if we Swords Dance acrobatics again? Lisker can learn quick attack. It sure can, but not what we can do. Nothing we can do about that. Does she heal? Probably heals. So we could get a Swords Dance off. The problem is though, we would then trigger Sash. But then if we trigger Sash, we can lose. We can sack Pinchy and then put in Weavile. I think I would just aggro. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. At the very least, it does damage. I'm gonna aggro. You're right. Full restore. So it's danced, but full restored. Okay, okay. And then we can aggro again, right? Okay, it uses outrage. Good. Good. It's gone. It's gone. Thank you, Dino. You saved me from getting in my own head there. All right, Lapras. I'm expecting Blizzard here. I'm expecting Blizzard. I think we go into... We U-turn into Cobalion, yeah. Ice Beam? Ain't no way, bro. Yeah, okay, Blizzard. Blizzard hits somehow. No freeze, very good. Now we Sacred Sword, and we should KO. Aggron here. We can Sacred Sword kill this. It doesn't have Sturdy. Easy mode. Last thing is Archeops. The last Pokemon is Archeops. And you know what? We are going to get outsped here. But we can Iron Head this. Right? We can Iron Head, or we could Volt Switch. We could Volt Switch. I personally think Iron Head is going to be better here. So I think we'll go with that. We outspeed it. Let's go, dude. We're free. We're freaking free, dude. Let's go. I'm so happy. Chat. Oh my god, dude. I'm upset I couldn't win, but you know what? More than that, I'm happy. Oh, it's finally done! No more Unova! No more Unova! Oh my god. I have been waiting for this day for years. I don't want to Pokédex, I don't want to see any of that shit, okay? I don't want to see any of that. Let's see you do that without the legendary shit. All I have to do is replace Cobalion with Mienshao. All I have to do is replace Cobalion with Mienshao. And you know what? Mienshao has higher attack. It's just as fast. It has bounce U-turn. It has drain punch so we can get health back. No. We're not dealing with that, dude. We're not dealing with that. I'm not putting up with that. Hey, the prediction. The no's have it. Congratulations to everybody who got money. Oh my god. Years? Yes, this game has taken me over a year. Bring me my money! Yo, Norman's got 41,000 points from that. Or 19,000? It just says 41,000 go to Norman's and 5 others. Shout out the believers. You guys really have my back. All you guys care about money. Dude, you can get VIP. We only have like 7 VIP slots left, so just saying. No death Elite 4 champion run. Let's go. Your name shall be recorded. Dude. The legends. Jeffrey! Jeffrey the Kobaline, I'm sorry for ever doubting your name, bro. Gliscor literally saved the run. Reuniclus did its job. It came in clutch when it mattered. Gia, my goats! I'm never saying anything bad about Excadrill again. Onceler, you came in clutch, brother. Chonk, you were there for one reason and one reason only, and you did it very well. Let's go. 93 hours. 93 hours plus the other one, the other route, the other attempts, and all that time. He gets on base. He bunted. He bunted so the others can run. All right, let's run it back easy mode, chat. Let's run it back easy. No, I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. I actually, like I said before, I think easy mode would genuinely be a harder Nuzlocke. Never doubt the name I gave that Kobaline. I mean, you're right. Why don't you like the name Jeffrey? He's a legendary. He deserves a much better name. OMG, is it done? It's done, dude. We won with no deaths in the final 5 battles. We're free. This was genuinely a really fun game to Nuzlocke. I think if I didn't have if I didn't do this like twice, and so if it didn't take so long, like if I had rare candy hacks or something to help out my levels, which by the way is how most Nuzlockes go, I think it would cut down immensely on the grinding, and I think it would have been a lot more fun. But the encounter versatility in this game is really, really great for a Nuzlocke. You can get some really, really good Pokemon very early that, if you keep them around, can be very good in the late game. Most of those Pokemon, for me, died. But, like, examples are like Riolu, Mareep, you can find right in the beginning. Eevee you can get in Castelia, and we force Evo'd that into Espeon. If that Espeon hadn't died, that would have been an E4 Pokemon for sure. So much better than Reuniclus. Reuniclus was a great tank, but Espeon is speedy and has high special, so pretty damn good there. What else is there? I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like there's gotta be something useful with Zangoose. Like, I really do. Like, the Zangoose Flame Orb, we can get Flame Orb for Guts because of the Pokemon World Tournament. That can be really good. Start booking tickets to Alola. Well, it could not necessarily be Alola. Again, if you go to this link here, you go to this forums post, it'll take you to a post where you can vote on what game I can play next. If you have a forums account and you haven't voted in that poll, if you voted in a previous poll, all those votes were reset, so you can go and vote again for which game you'd like me to play next in this challenge, which will happen, by the way, on Thursday, next week. We will be running it back with a brand new file, brand new run of the Caps Lock. I'm really excited. Gonna be fun. But yeah, that's what'll happen. So get your votes in now. I think I'm gonna change the way that voting is done later. Like for the next run, I'll probably have it so that forum votes in the forums poll are worth double. And then I'll probably have like a straw poll that'll allow you to pick my next game
or Twitch viewers. So, I mean, if you have a forums account, you can vote twice and have your votes count for 3. But if you're just a standard Twitch viewer, you can just vote in the straw poll, and at the very least, you can get your vote out there. Aloha time next week, hopefully. It seems like most people want me to do Alola. That would be a very interesting one as well. Not necessarily because of like encounters or anything like that, but the totems I actually think are going to be very difficult to Nuzlocke. And I think also the other thing that's difficult about Alola in particular is that I haven't played those games in such a long time. Like, I think the next run I do is like gonna be the first time I'm replaying Sun and Moon since I first started the game. Since I first played them. So I don't have nearly as much knowledge of those games as I do about Gen 4, Gen 5, even Gen 3. Like, I was able to carry over some knowledge into Omega Ruby. Still, there were some things I still missed in Omega Ruby too. Like, I didn't realize you could get Heat Ran before the Elite Four when I Nuzlocked that. Coliseum Nuzlocke when? I consider it maybe for a charity event. I don't know if I'd want to do it as part of the challenge, but I'd do it in a charity event. That sounds hard, dude. I don't know how I would be able to do that, to be honest. I think I would have to give like it would just be ridiculously hard. What's planned for the rest of the stream? Nothing, honestly. I had no plans. I'm probably just gonna end early. And raid out. Unless you guys want me to do something else, I'm open to suggestions. Can we be joined Avenue friends? We can. However, I don't have the network stuff set up, and I'm probably never touching this game again. So we could be, in theory. Could just chat. I don't want to do something though, you know? And early in stream on personal, I'm open to that too. Also personal. God, the amount of times I was shouting at my computer screen. I believed in you, Caps. Well, thank you. Here, we'll put up a poll. What next? We could do Pokopia, Knights, start Pokemon Champions, or end and stream on personal channel. Put it up for like 5 minutes. Should delete System 32 on your computer. Why would I do that? Thank you, Angie. You're way too kind. Dude, the weight that has been lifted off of my soul. You know what I should do is I should finally go update the TheCapsLocke document. Click here to access code. There it is. I think I made this on my like old personal. Yeah, so if you want context, guys, attempt 1 was started on February 6th, 2025. Today is June 4th, 2026. Total time in game, what is it, like 91 hours?
Literal years. 9302. Attempts 2, deaths 15. I'm a trainer. I am trainer. Jay, what does that mean? Dare I ask? Are we human or are we trainer? I hear there's a song that discusses this very question. All right. I'm enshrining my Pokemon in this document. My lovely little guys. Dude, Fire Red took only 3 months in comparison to this. With 6 deaths. What was I cooking here? That's crazy. Jeffrey the Lion. Level 64. Wait, how do I... Is it Alt enter? Yes, okay. Moves. Swords, Dance. Iron Head. Sacred, Sword, Bolt. Bulbapedia says it's based on a hummingbird. That's really weird. I would have never thought that Sigilif was based on a hummingbird. Alright, Miss Pinchy does not have a space. The Glycol. Level 64. With Dig, Acrobatics, U-turn, Sword Stand. Her name's also Mrs. 2, so where's Mr. Pinchy? We left him on Route 23. We kidnapped her and left her husband. Look, man. People can say that I didn't do the Nuzlocke properly because I used the legendary. It's not the box legendary, for one. It counted as a route encounter. It was given to me. It's not outside the realm of the rules. I've done it in other series. In other runs. We literally used Zekrom in Black and White. Like, I really don't see what the problem is. Literally just like... I don't know. I just think it's stupid. I just think it's stupid. Poll's done. End comment stream on personal. Got it. Let me finish up here, and then that's what we'll do. Just tell them Mienshao would be better than Komon. Exactly. I was handicapping this. Or Earthquake, Rock Slide, Swords Dance, Metal Claw. I think some normal Pokemon are better than legendaries. There's a reason why pseudo legendaries exist, but I don't even think any of those are better. I didn't click Shadow Claw once on this Weavile. Talk the Walrein. Crocodile for one. Crocodile's good. Crocodile's good. We had Sandile in the run, but we lost it. That's another one that we lost early that could have been really good. All right. They're all... They're all logged. Fifth row. Hardcore Nuzlocke with level caps. No healing in battle. Game considered complete when Iris is defeated. Pokemon World Tournament was allowed on second attempt, but with rentals only. There we go. 4 runs done in this challenge. I need to add a spot for PLZA. That'll be an interesting one in Nuzlocke. I don't know how that's going to go. Is it even possible? Maybe. We'll see. But yes, it looks like Moon will be the next game. Unless things change. Unless things change. We'll see. All right, folks. It has been decided that I'm going to go over to my personal channel, and we're going to go and stream over there. I'm going to refund your points, Normans, because I'm going to raid out to myself. Let me do that. I'm going to raid out to myself. But as always, thank you guys for watching. Next week, like I said, we'll be live with whatever game is in the poll, like the start to the poll. I'll probably end the poll on Wednesday, so be sure to get your votes in before then. I will post in the Discord with the game that we'll be playing when the poll is ended. So be sure to join the Discord and check out the public channel over there where you can chat with me off stream. Yeah, other things happening on the channel soon, on the Bulba Garden channel. Tomorrow, Abby should be scheduled to continue her stream, her frickin' Tomodachi live streams. I don't know what happened last week. I asked her what happened. I didn't get a response. So it's possible that she's just not going to do it. I will try and let you know beforehand. But hopefully it can work out. Hope it's okay. Yeah, no, I think it was okay. It's just like she went live for like 5 minutes. It was really weird. I don't know if like her internet like had a blip or something, but I'm gonna try and ping her again today and see what happens, just to make sure like the series is still going on, because I don't know, I'm really hyped to see where that goes. I think it's interesting. It'll be fun. But the next time I'll be on the channel is on Saturday for Mystery Dungeon Mornings. We will be continuing that. Right now, we're kind of going on a every other week basis with Mystery Dungeon Mornings because I have a very busy July. Or June and July, rather. I will be off next week for Mystery Dungeon because I will be traveling. But this week, I will be ready to go. We're going to be, recruiting some more Pokemon. Getting more evolution crystals. I think next week on Saturday rather, we will be able to finish out the evolution crystal Pokemon. I think we can probably do that. I need to check. But that'll be happening. And then Dawning will be streaming on Sunday. She will be, or Saturday, she'll be doing arts. So be sure to tune in for that as well. And lastly, Maniacal Engineer will close out the weekend on Saturday with his Wheel Madness. Snowy's shiny hunting will be canceled for this week as Snowy just moved and his stuff isn't arriving at his new place until the 9th. So he won't be able to stream until then. Yeah, be sure to check us out on Discord, like I mentioned, the forums, all that fun stuff. Also, I'm going to be raiding out to myself. Please join in the raid if you want. I'll be playing something. Don't know what, but we'll be playing something over there. Just give me a second to get things ready, and then we will go ahead and start a stream over there. So I'm raiding over there. I won't be live. You guys can talk in chat until I'm live, and then we'll figure something out. I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, thank you guys. This has been White 2 Nuzlocke. We've managed to complete it finally. It's been a blast. It's been fun, but I'm ready to move on. Unova's my favorite region. Spent a lot of time in it over the past 2 years. So I'm glad to be moving on to something new. But yeah. Thank you guys very much. I will be over live on the personal channel in just a bit. And if you decide to leave, take care. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend if I don't see you later. All right, cheers, folks. I'll be over on the personal in just a bit.